Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me today in another episode of The Infected. I am your host, Lethallady, and we are kind of picking up where we left off in our last episode, with the exception of the work I did behind the scenes and off camera. So in this episode, my goal is to get the cement mixers up and running. I also have two of these stone grinders ready to go too. I haven't built them out yet. I've just placed their ghost images upstairs. I will get to that in a moment. But what I first wanted to show you was that I beefed up our power grid. So I built out more of these and another row of the solar panels. So I got some more over here, the wind turbines, just chilling over here. And I did all that off camera. I also took time to replenish all of the ingots that I used to do all of that. And I'm going to take you upstairs to show you what I've done upstairs. Up here, I'm trying not to run. I have placed down 6 more of the storage crates for the stone because we're going to need them for these two bad boys right here for the stone grinders. I've got the storage shelf too for those stone crates, and I've also went ahead and placed these down as well. I want 4 of these because it just usually 3 is okay, but I'm going to beef it up this time around and do 4. I also placed these down and put the iron ingots in these that are required. I've got, a pair of these set up for the different things up here, which we're going to get to today. So that's one of our goals, is to get all of this set up and started. But first thing that I want to do with you this morning is we're a little low on, what was it? I'm going to look in here. I think we're low on these. So I need to go looting to get more. I'm low because I did another thing that I'm going to show you really quick. I went ahead and made 3 more batteries to beef up our electrical storage. Now, I was watching the power closely off camera, and what we have done, or what I did off camera for beefing up our power grid, it's not quite enough. When the wind isn't blowing enough to bring in the amount of electricity that we need, we run into a deficit. Yes, we have the batteries, so if we're running everything, the batteries can be drawn from, right? That's what they're here for. I just have this fear that it's, we're going to be drawing too much from our batteries and it won't be self-sustainable. So that's something to keep an eye on at night, and that's what I will do when I run the machines at night. So that's my only other concern. I also ran enough stone through that I was able to fill all of these with iron and all of these with iron frags. We were a little low. The cart that's over here, way over here because I moved it out of the way, is also almost completely full, as you can see, with more fragments for the fencing. So let's take a look at the power. We now store over 6,000. Power coming in right now is over 1,000, which is fantastic. The wind right now is not too bad. It could be better, but when I was off camera doing all of this the other day, the wind got down to like 12, and it was not enough, generate enough power that if I had everything running, it was going to draw from the batteries. So back to what I want to do though, is I want to go out looting. I would like to go to places I've not been yet, so I have the chance of getting the 2 tech that we still need. But we'll see. I don't want to be out looting all day. Well, we will be looting all day, but not this whole episode, because I do want to come back, and I do want to build out all of the stuff up there and get that going. That's the goal for this episode. If I add more to the episode, it will be, you know, just a bonus today. But, yeah, maybe what we'll do is we can also place down the garages where we want them to be. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe do some more building. We'll see. Because I did enough work off camera. I seriously doubt the whole episode is going to be filled with, you know, just this few little chores I have to do here before I can get that going. So, yeah, I'll probably add more to the to-do list. So let's get some food and water before we head out. I also worked really hard on filling all of this stuff up again. Making MREs. We only need one of these, so we're going to take just one of these. Oh, I'm going to have to refill this up on water before we leave as well. But yeah, I did a lot of work off camera. Really pleased that I got so much done. That was really good. I killed a few chickens I still need to process into MREs. But I emptied all of this out, and I've got, you know, a new thing here to do for making the stew. I don't know if they call it the stew. I don't think it's the stew. It's something else. Yeah, it is a stew mix. So, usually I process that right away, but I didn't. And yeah, I've been doing my best to keep all of this clean. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and make that stew mix. Oh, we got some stuff in there. Alright. So, and we're going to need... Oh, wow. A lot of that's gone downhill. And I think that's it for that. We got a lot of stuff. It's crazy. Let me go ahead and grab this. This is probably done now. It is. Okay. So we're going to need to make the stew mix first. What do I need? Milk. Oh, this. Hello. And then... There we go. And I think I need... I've got the 2 eggs. I need a melon. I think that's it, right? I made so many of these yesterday, I should know this. Stew mix, melon, mushrooms, and eggs. Alright, do I have the mushrooms on me? That is the question. No, I do not. I need to get some more mushrooms. I'm running really low after that. I did a lot of work off camera. It was fun. Sometimes that's needed. Do stuff off camera just so you can get a lot done without the distraction of trying to entertain people at the same time. Because it's a lot of work. Okay. I think we're ready to go. So, let's hit the road. I will bring you guys back in when I get to our first destination. See you soon. Alright, I don't normally record myself stopping at this little house, but I'll do it this time. I like that. Thank you very much. We're going to use a lot of that today. Sure, I'll take that. Making sure there's no bad guys. Sometimes there is, but most of the time there is not. I also cannot wait to get that loot perk. That would be nice. I'm just going to take that. I'm not going to take any of that. No. No. Maybe that's it. No. Yes. Sure. All right. I did get that right. Oh, I just left it behind. Okay. Upstairs we go. No, no, that's really good. I'll take that and that. Take that. No. I will not get home in time for that. I should just take it for it to spoil, but I'm good. I'm just throwing all of this in here for the sake of time. We may have already done this place. I do not remember. I just know that on our map it's not marked. Oh gosh. Little pest is in the area. So I am just going to go ahead and run this again, because hey, if we get what we need, which we're already starting to get, we have 2 of them now, then I'll be happy if that's all I end up with. So man, this place can be really tough, and I faintly remember doing this, but my memory could be wrong. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to be cheaty about this. I'm going to go ahead and come up here and try to run most of them over. Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go. Do your worst. It's not going to affect me none at all. Alright, that was all of them. Yay! Put you all in there. Alright. I'm going to turn the truck off. I'll definitely take that for some coffees and teas. Sure. All right, just in case. Maybe we haven't been here. I'm just gonna grab... I'm gonna be picky, but at the same time, I'm gonna grab stuff that I could leave behind potentially, but I'm gonna bring home anyway. I'll bring all that home. No, 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 no. I searched that. Did not search these. I'm going to have to do a trip to the trader and sell off all of my bone fragments because I don't use them. And they're like taking over a lot of space. No tech here. I thought there was tech in here. I'm pretty sure there was. So we may have already done this. Which wouldn't surprise me. I just forgot to mark it on my map. There we go. I really don't need to be taking the rotten food either because, oh my goodness, we have so much biofuel at home. It is crazy ridiculous. All right. Nope. It is so nice though to have a bigger backpack to do this. Because normally I would have to be making trips back to the vehicle and dropping a lot off. Not so much this time. Yay, we're getting stuff, which is good. I'll go ahead and do that. That is what we need. We need that badly. We're going to be out after today if I don't replenish it. So, that means we have looting episodes coming up because we're going to have to replenish everything that we're going to be using today. And it's going to be a lot. Yeah, we have been here. There's usually tech, I think, on this table here, and it's not here. Bummer. So we're gonna hit up another place. We're gonna have to go a little bit further from home to get tech. What the heck was that? Oh, that was freaky. Get in there, get in there. Okay, so to spare you from having your ears bleed from the engine, I'm going to tell you right now, as I get a drink, that I will be heading out to probably this location and that location next. If I'm feeling up to it, we might go into the city here and do some looting, but I'm really just wanting to get the tech and stuff and things and then head back home. So, because we didn't need a lot of this and we've already got everything that we need. Now what this is doing, there's like one extra that I don't need for today. So that's going to be my new stock at home. So we're really just replacing what we're using today now. Alright, I will see you at the next destination. Here we are! I'm just double checking to make sure there's no sneaky guys. Alright, come on, dude. Let's go. My goodness. Look at that guy. He's trying to be sneaky. Yay! Fantastic, I'll take that. I've only killed 2 out of the 5 that are supposed to be here. I really don't need any seeds either. I keep picking up stuff I don't need. I guess I'll try to sell it. Eat a little snack. I am really surprised I haven't ran into those other guys. They're supposed to be here. Wait a minute, hold on. Alright, let's go in the back way. I will definitely take that. No more first aid stuff in here. Fine. Ooh, I see tech. There we go. We're just gonna do this and do this. We only need one more. I'll take all of that. Lovely. All right. Nope. Ooh, thank you very much. I'll eat that too. Sure, I could use some protein. I'll eat more protein. Fantastic, we are full again. Ooh, yes. Lovely. Let's start back in this room. No more tech in this building. That is okay. What time is it? Oh, it's getting late already. Wow. That's crazy. Alright, we're gonna go out the front. If there's another tech here, we're gonna go straight home after this because it is getting late. Nope, I don't want any of that. I'm already only half full, so... That's interesting that the fuel was gone from there. Just making sure there's no bad guys walking around through here. Let's eat that. Ooh, yes, please. Woo, there we go, you guys. We have all the tech we need now. Mission accomplished on that front. Now, everything's just a bonus. So that means we will be heading home after I finish looting this place. Because it's starting to get late. Building is done. Alright. There's a guy. Come here. Alright. Sweet. Thank you for the mechanical parts. Alright, let's go into this little building first. Ooh, yes. I need all the energy I can take because it's getting late and my dude gets tired. Alright. Yes, please. No. Yes. No. Alright. Now we just have this house to do, and then we'll be done. Alright. No feathers. Did I loot that? I did. No. Alright, now we're going upstairs. Sweet, we are done. Alright, so I will see you guys when I get home. We have made it home. So what I'm going to do for the remainder of the night, which I'm not going to bore you with, I'm going to empty the truck. And I don't think I'm going to do much of anything else. And I will see you guys in the morning. I do not know how long this was paused. And wow. Let me just say that if it was paused for very long, I deeply apologize because I did a lot of work. And if I didn't have it paused for very long, thank goodness. But like I said, if I did, I will not know because I thought I was recording this entire time and apparently I wasn't. This is not good. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and go through everything that I did since I woke up because I think that's where I left it off or whatever. I don't know. So I'm just going to go through everything. I just built this so I could easily turn all of the clay soil into clay. And I was heading upstairs to start working on putting supplies upstairs to make the cement. And oh my goodness, if you guys missed out on me building all of the machinery up here, I deeply apologize because I did it all. I did it all. It's all done. All we have to do is now just start up the machines. And this is such a bummer because I was taking you around and showing you how much power we were creating and all this stuff and things. So much content lost. And yeah, I even showed you this bird that's in here. I am just so bummed. Really, really bummed. Well, I'll show you again. There's a bird in there. All of these are done. I named all the junction boxes. They're done. So, as you can see, we're not pulling in a lot of power right now. The wind is low. And these are not bringing in a lot of power right now either because it's raining. So, this should be enough still, though, to run everything. If my calculations were correct. They might not have been. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab another one of these boxes. And I'm going to also change this. This is not iron. This is now clay. 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 I'm really starting to think I should have had my coffee this morning because actually I'm just going to put these like this so we can see what they are. Oh man, I am so irritated that that happens. It happens way too much. And because of that, I usually don't pause my video recordings. But that means I have a lot that I have to edit later. And that doesn't work either for me. So... This is gonna be cement. Oops. Let's move it first. So now you get to watch me do the boring stuff. I'm so sorry, guys. That is such a bummer. I'm hoping I'm wrong and, you know, you guys just missed out on a little bit. But, I have a feeling it's been this entire day. Yeah. But yeah, I built all of this stuff. Did all of this. I'm going to take one of these down. We're either going to switch it out with one that has a bunch of stone in it already, which... that's probably exactly what I'm going to do. That means I'm going to go ahead and turn on all of these. And start that. Get that going. Take up what little I can of that. Actually, there's more clay in here I can take. I just don't want to get too heavy. There we go. Control. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need another one of these. A full one? Ay, ay, ay. I forgot how much those things eat. They eat a lot. I might have to put Mike on stone duty for a little bit. We'll see. We will see. But it's not a bad idea. I'm gonna see. Oh man, I am super thirsty. I probably need to eat. That one's not full, so move all that. Actually, I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4. Have all of that in there. We're ready to go. I need sand, but that's gonna have to wait. I'm waiting on these. Alright. That's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and change up his chore. The problem is there's not a lot of stone nodes around, so he has to go far, far, far away to get stone. And I don't know if there's even any in his parameter right now. I think he's taking care of the gardening. I'm gonna eat a small MRE. There we go. And I think I have to work on my water. Yep, I do. Okay. So we still have some time left in this video. And I have to decide what we're going to do. I'm not sure. All of this stuff is running up here, but you basically have to just let it do its thing. So let's just take the power. Yeah, power out's only 200. Yeah, that's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. So I'm glad I beefed up the power. We really needed that before I started this. And this area is a little crowded now, but at least it's useful. I should have maybe put those over here instead, because they just take up so much more room in the walk space, but it's alright for now. Those are my only thoughts and critiques. I'm going to take a few minutes and try to decide what we're going to do next. I'm also going to take... There we go. Lovely screenshot for the thumbnail. So I will be back in a few minutes after I've just thought over what else I want to do that's on my to-do list and what we can do in the remaining time of this video. I will be right back. Okay, you guys, I have made my decision. We are up here because I want to get this done. Now this is going to be my crafting building once it's completed. But today, before I end the video, I think just putting in the foundation is going to be good enough to satisfy that desire to move on with the building. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring out some of the planks. I think I put in logs in majority of the stuff that's already been built. Oops, let's not fall. So we just need planks for this first portion. So I'm going to grab those. And I should just fill myself up with planks as well. There we go. Easy peasy, that part is done. So let's fill this part in, this area in. I think right here I'm going to use a corner one. Is that the right one? I did get the right one. Okay. Because I don't want it to go off to, you know, down there. So I think that's going to be good enough. Alright, I'm out of planks. I'm going to go grab some more. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not what I wanted to do. Darn it. Oh. Alright, well, you know what? I'm just going to have to do that. Because there's no way I'm going to be overweight. Nope, not going to do it. You know what? I just realized I took Mike off of wood and put him on stone. I'm going to have to switch him up again. I'll do that in a little bit. Just getting these planks in. Let's go grab some more. Let's go, let's go. I cannot wait to have all my crafting up here so I'm not running up and down the stairs all the time to get wood. That drives me a little crazy. All right. There we go. One more. All right. Now we gotta do logs. I purposely came in here not too long ago off camera and threw these in the center. I don't care if these are moved around, whatever. I don't want these ones moved around though. These ones also can be moved around. So the center aisle here and these along the walls of the building are meant to be moved. But I worked so hard placing these when I put them in here that I do not want to mess around with having to move them around. Okay. I'm gonna grab some logs and get this going. We're gonna go through wood so fast. It's not even gonna be funny. Alright, before I go any further, I think it would be really smart to change Mike's assignment from rocks to logs. I don't even see... Oh, wow. I don't even see that he's done anything in here yet for the stone. He might have down here. And I still don't know why he's not coming up the stairs. I cleared everything out. It's all stairs all the way up, and he's still, like, refusing to come upstairs. Oh, that wasn't smart. I really wanted to put this into the animals' food, but you know what? I'm not going to struggle. Alright. I'll just eat it for myself. And we are going to replenish log stands. What I might even do... Oh, why am I doing this? I'm full. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this later. I can't do it right now. His chore has been changed. So I guess I'll take this up with me and continue building. I imagine I'm gonna have to take a break though and help cut down trees. So if all he has the time to do is one load, I want that load to be massive. So I will be piling up the wood as well once I cut it down. Is that full? That's full. Alright. Oops. I'm glad that I moved the logs up here first because, oh my goodness, could you imagine? Oh my gosh, it would have just taken so much time to do this with the logs still downstairs. I mean, that took so long because I was having to run up and down the stairs so much. This is going a little bit faster than that was for sure, but it's still a lot of running around. And I'm taking these back. I know that I could keep them up here and Mike could fill them up where they're at. But I like the system of just bringing them back in here for now. I'm probably going to get tired of it. But for now, it's working for me. I don't want this space getting so full that it becomes a problem. Okay. So this I'm going to make... Oh, and this is just the perfect height too because it looks like that stone is not going to be poking out. Is that correct too? Yeah, that's correct. Can't go further than that. Ooh, look at that. That's awesome. Are you serious? Oh. You know what? I'll deal with it. It's a little bit. That's fine. I am not going to redo everything for that. Yay, I get to offload all these planks. That makes me super happy because, man, they take up a lot of room. In fact, I'm just going to grab all of those. right. I need one plank for that. Actually, the ones I'm going to keep in here, I'll go ahead and grab from and then do this. That makes more sense. I will get more mileage out of this. Just a little bit more mileage. Fantastic. I love it when it goes this fast and this smoothly. Soon that will end because Mike has to catch up with me, but that's okay. He will. Eventually, he will. I don't know why I put it so far away. Because my first initial thought is, oh, I'm going to do this part first. No. Let's do it in order. Sweet. This is going super fast. Okay, that is empty, or almost empty. Ooh, no, 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 I did that again. Alright, we're dropping that. And probably that. Yeah, I'll grab one. I'm almost thirsty. I mean, I am thirsty, but like, I'm almost out of fluids in my body. I'm gonna have to go cook up some water. Boil some water, I should say. Fairly soon, because I'm completely out. Okay, those are all full of planks. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to take a break here from building briefly and run downstairs, help Mike, and also get some water. Just really quick, while I'm helping Mike do some chores, I wanted to start this up. I did put some sand in there from the stone grinders. Yay. I forgot how efficient these stone grinders were. I absolutely love them. I did also have to change this to a sandbox and that to iron fragments because I didn't have anything up here for that. The cement box, it takes a long time to fill. I might actually just go ahead and put down some boxes in between these windows. or they're already in between the windows, but underneath the windows for cement and just make that iron fragments. That's what I'm thinking. And then those will be the cement. I'm gonna go grab those now. The planks, that is. I did watch Mike also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was watching what Mike does when he fills these up. He goes near the cave, which I guess is the location of this. No, actually it's not. The cave is much further away. Huh. Well, he goes over in that direction. And he stands there and does the motions for putting the logs into these. Except he doesn't come up here to do it. He's just standing down below and doing it. Similar to how he would often, you know, go onto the roof of my first season's base and do the gardening from up on the roof. He, you know, but he's just doing the placing of the logs in the log stands from down on the ground. You know, as you can see, I did a little bit of work for him. Got some piles down there for him. But yeah, yikes. I mean, I don't know. He's working his magic, I guess. He's getting the job done. I most certainly should not complain. There we go. See, that's what he does. And he only did a little bit. That was a small pile. I was hoping he would come back and pick this one up so I could show you exactly what he's doing. But I showed you a little bit. But that's what he does. That's pretty much what he does. He just stands there, does the motion as if he's putting the logs in the stand, and then he runs off. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what he does. We are waking up a little late in the day because I worked late into the night. But that's alright. We will do just fine. I made it a point to have lunch on me. Yes, I did. So I'm going to do this. I'm just wanting to find a temporary place to put those for now. And head up here. I refilled those last night. We started to do some cement. I did 4. I'm going to grab 4 more. And we will redo all of this. There we go. So, like, on occasion when I'm walking through, I'll restart these, but, you know, it's not something I'm babysitting, really. And I'm okay with that. Okay, so Mike has been busy restocking these with the wood that I helped supply. Ooh, yay, those are still here. That's fantastic. So now we can continue on with what we are doing. Alright, so I'm going to grab from the middle and take these out. All of these I think I put planks in too, but I'm not sure if they all got planks. Making sure. Yes, they did. Okay. Now, there's one thing about building a large base. I've watched other people build these magnificently built bases. They build them like they're little villages, so they'll have like all of their buildings that they do different things in scattered throughout a large area, to where they're constantly running between buildings to do one thing or another. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's why my first base, I built it under one roof and the buildings were really close to each other. Because I really just, I don't like having to do a lot of running to get something done. That to me is a waste of time. And I'm telling you this because even though I'm building this huge base, I'm doing it in such a way that I'm not going to have, like what some people do, separate buildings for everything, but have them spread out so far away that it is annoying to watch anybody, you know, do something that they're trying to do. It's just, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. There are some people that I'm sure you've watched and you just shake your head and think, why? Why? Yes, it's aesthetically pleasing possibly, but at the same time, it's really annoying to watch somebody run around like that. And it's really annoying to have to be the person who's playing the game that's running around like that. Oh, I'm still full of planks. Okay. So, I mean, that could just be my opinion. I might be the only person that has that opinion. But when I do my base builds, I'm trying to be very mindful of keeping at least the crafting buildings that I'm using all the time nearby each other. Like, yeah, sure, I would love to have the huge and magnificent view of the entire area here, and maybe I should have built, you know, my crafting building way out there on the highest point, right? Maybe even beyond that, maybe right there, which would be fun to build on, just saying. But at the same time, my resources come in from over here. I don't want to cart my resources all the way over there. You know, I thought of, and I'm still thinking about, putting my garages up here. Having two of them up here. One for the truck, one for the ATV and the trailer. And then having one downstairs. So that way I can move them from downstairs to upstairs to offload them when I've got them full. And then move them back downstairs when I want to use them. I'm probably going to do that. simply because it's going to save me a lot of time running around all the time. Like, I don't care if I have elevators. I don't care. I want the convenience of having everything right here where I want it. So that's how I like to play my games. I don't like to make it harder than it needs to be. And there's some people who I've watched, particularly who play this game, that make it hard because they want to make a really cool looking base. Make it functional too. Don't just... That's my advice. That's what I'm saying. I don't like the idea of, you know... For me personally, watching somebody run around and, you know, take all this time to do the running around, you know, just to craft one thing, or, you know, maybe just do, you know, a number of different things, but it just, the running around, at least cut it out for your audience if you want to do that way. But, you know, I personally, as a person who plays this game and sinks a lot of time into this game, I don't want that time being because I'm running around. I want it to be because, you know, I'm making progress. So, again, I'm very strongly opinionated about this. I know not everyone's going to agree with me. That's fine. I don't expect everybody to. But it is something I feel strongly about. Alright. So I think I can put a normal foundation here. And it not poke out. I think what I'm doing here is okay too, but I don't know. Let me think about this. No, I'm going to do it like this. Alright. Sorry, I'm thinking as I'm building. I always do that. I'm wondering if I could put a corner piece here. I'm going to guess it's that one. It is. I think I can do that and get away with it. Alright, I'm going to just deposit all the planks I can. We are getting close to being done with this foundation, or at least in my mind, I'm almost done. So that's fantastic, and Mike is keeping up, which makes me very happy. Helping him chop down the trees is just, it's an absolute necessity if you want to make progress in a timely manner, because he's just slow. He is really slow. This time I'm going to grab planks and not just logs. So I'm going to grab some of these. I'm going to grab those and grab that and head out. You know, even with the base that I built in my first season, I was doing a lot of running around, but it wasn't terrible. You know, I'm hoping that even with this build, once it's complete, it'll be less running around than in my first season. So the buildings I'm going to put far away from me is going to be, you know, from the crafting areas, it's going to be probably my bedroom space and the NPC buildings. Although I do like having the town hall and the greenhouse near me. It doesn't have to be right here in the central location where I craft and will spend most of my time. So I'm really thinking about fixing this area up so it's all one level, and possibly putting some NPC buildings down there, or putting them all up there. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet with the NPC buildings, but they are coming up here. They're not going to stay down there. I also want a spot up here somewhere where I can put all of my wind turbines and solar panels, and have just everything off of the ground and tucked up here. I don't know if that's going to mess up the AI when I'm getting attacks, but it seems like the AI is wonky still anyway, let's be honest. You know, you hear the music, but they don't show up quite often. And, you know, so I'm not too worried about that being perfect and a thing. But, you know, it is what it is. Alright, I'm going to... I'm just trying to decide how much further I'm going to go. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go as far as I can over this way. And then stop. This is going to be a massive area. But if I'm putting my garages up here like I talked about, it needs to be a pretty large area. So I might even... Well, I'm not going to disclose that thought. I'm going to keep that in my head until I make a decision, and then I might surprise you with that. Alright, let's get back to finishing this up so I can close out this video and start editing it, because I want to get this video out to you guys tomorrow, and today is running out of time. What I might end up doing back here, this is a thought I'm having right now, is using ceiling pieces and going all the way across this area. Make this like a covered breezeway. Because, yeah, I think that would be a really awesome idea. It won't attach to that, will it? I don't know. I'll have to think about how I will do that. I would probably have to put posts up to do that, which I'm not opposed to doing, because they don't have to be everywhere. Alright, I'm gonna go grab more logs and continue working on this. Foundations. I think I can get away with one more like that. I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to go downstairs and take a look. Alright. Looks like there should be stairs here. I keep on wanting to go down. I might actually make that change. I don't know. I mean, it would clear up the congestion here, but I do like having the stairs from here to there. I don't know. It's something I'll have to think about in the design later. Let's start here. I want to offload some of these planks. I need to stop taking so many of them because I don't need to stock up on them on me because I'm not doing a ton. Like, I'm going to be slowing down here. Alright. That's all I can offload for now. Sweet. All right, that is done. Bam. Not even 30 seconds and it's gone. Makes it hard for editing when all I want to do is like show certain parts of what I'm doing and not necessarily running back and forth to get materials. Okay, so I had the game paused again. You didn't see what I did, but all I did was, you know, I went downstairs to make sure that the legs of the foundations weren't going to be a problem, and they aren't. They're all good. And I filled in a few more foundations. It's starting to get dark, so I want to show you this really quick. So we're at this point. Sorry for the game being paused. I put a corner piece here, and we're going to go out at least one more like this one before I have to start turning to follow the lines of the stone mountain here. I think that's going to be about one more. Let's double check that. I'm not going to be able to see probably until I get over there. I might have to do a corner piece right there, but we'll see. We'll look at that in the morning. So I will bring you guys back in after the night has passed and dawn has come. Good morning. It is another day. I did my chores already overnight, which is why I slept in. It is now 10:49 in the morning. So yeah, I did sleep in. Let's go ahead and grab, I'm guessing I'm going to need another bunch of this. Oh, well, I'm not really that hungry yet, but I'm going to carry a lot less because I do have food on me, which is okay. Thank you, Mike. He's working his magic. Alright. Let me come over here, grab from here. Here we go. So, we're getting towards the end, I think, of this platform. Do I have planks in all of these? No. I think I'm going to be able to put a corner piece in here and it'd be alright. I will double check that. I'll run downstairs and take a look. It is not. Good. I'm just looking at this and pondering. I really don't like how that looks from down here. But, like I said, I think what I'm going to eventually do is turn all of these wood foundations to stone. So I don't know if I'm going to worry about it too much. And you know what? At that point, I might even bring out these foundations further. Why not? Why not have them like line up close to the edge of this? That would be a major expansion, but it would be so cool. I am processing cement. The wheels are turning, guys, but this episode is going to have to end here soon. But, oh my goodness, is he actually leaving the wood here? Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? Fine. He'll find them. But anyway, that would be a major renovation, but I think it would be awesome. Again, a massive build, and I don't know if that would be necessary to do, but it would look so cool. It would really look cool. Alright. Enough distraction. I'm going to get back upstairs and let's finish out what we've already started. Don't be surprised if I do some of that work off camera though with the stone, because it's just such a huge chore. I mean, I'll do some of it on camera with you guys, but I'm going to do some of it off camera. Are those done? And that bird is still here. I'm going to go ahead and restart this. I'm really trying to stay on top of it, because this is something that gets done passively while I'm busy doing other things, and I like that. I want to keep it going. Alright. So, let's go ahead and grab some more wood. Oh, wrong one. Hello. There we go. And that has planks. Alright, that does not. That does. Okay, so all of these have planks. Ooh. Wow. Okay. I think, well, let's just do this since I'm down here, I guess. think I'm going to keep this down here. Although, you know what? I can't. I can't tell. All right. This is not smart, but I'm going to do it anyway. I can actually just sneak in here. Here we go. And then woo, put one there. Oh man, don't make me get out too far. There we go. That is so scary. Alright, I'm gonna stop playing with fate. Toying with fate. I'm gonna grab some more logs. Alright. I'm gonna have to grab more planks as well. But I think that once I complete these foundations right here, I will be done for this video. And off camera, I will continue to make a bunch of cement and bring it up here with a bunch of stone, and we will, or I will, start replacing some of these foundations that I just built or built previously with stone. What am I doing? You know what? There. You can stay upstairs. I'm gonna go ahead and eat. Veggies first. Then the fruit, then the meat, and then the water. That's my routine. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing down here. But since I'm here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Let's grab some planks. We're not going to need a lot. I'm thinking I might actually just grab... That must be out of oil. Yep. I'll go ahead and grab just that much. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need, and I don't want to overdo it. Alright, no more on this side. Let me take these in, put them away. In between trips, I'll just grab some more. Why not? Make it worthwhile. Let's see. There we go. Ran out of planks and logs, so I don't need a lot of planks. I'm just going to grab plank storage and bring it up here to deal with that. Well, actually, I won't be able to do that. I'll just take from the plank storage. Yeah, that's how we'll do that. So anything left over, I can simply bring back in and put away. Woohoo! All right, you guys. Since I don't know what I'm going to do here, I'm going to leave that alone for now. I might just make this, the lower level, come all the way out and just fill that area, which makes the most sense to me in my mind. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the video here. So I want to thank you guys for joining me today, and if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to let me know by giving it a like. If you have any helpful tips, which I've been getting a lot lately, thank you so much, or you just want to say hi, be sure to leave me a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I truly appreciate all of you for being here. And until the next episode, y'all take care.
Yeah.